Hey YouTube, we're Marko with Marko Custom Models, coming today with an unboxing of the 1963 Chevy 2 Nova station wagon put out by Round 2 at AMT. It's 1/25th scale. This kit, there's been a 63 wagon out before, but I'm not exactly sure. From what I understand, this is some new tooling. They even say, actually on the side of the box, all new tooling, so I don't have an old original one to compare it to. Inside the box, you can see what's on the back here on the bottom. Let's get inside this. I already opened it here, but I haven't really looked inside yet. I want to do it on camera with you. So there it is. Okay. So first out, here's the body, and it has some details that I don't think were on the original kit. So this is a good indication that this is all new tooling. It's quite simple, but yet highly detailed, even down to having the horns and some jugs and shock tower detail. The side is also very straight with no ripples or indentations, and also inside the body is also nice and smooth. A lot of the older kits will have different sort of mold lines inside, things like that. So there's nothing to cause any sinks in the body. It's very nice and crisp. So that's a really nice start. That's good. So it's got a lot of potential. Now, let's see what we got here. This is our parts bag. So let's open that up. Okay, so we have this tree here, which has the dashboard, which is really nicely detailed. It looks like it's defined enough. It'd be easy to pick a lot of the detail off with some paint. The hood, and on the back side of the hood, it has all the underhood detail, which is, you don't get a lot of that in some of the older kits, or you get a big cutout for a scoop, so that's nice there. We got a seat that is actually the back seat, as the front one looks like it's molded over there in the tub. So this is a back seat, so would give you an option to possibly, if you wanted to craft the interior, you could always make it with the seat down. If you knew how to scratch build, you could build a panel and have the seat down, so that's kind of nice. You have the wheel backs here. You got a little squirrel, and then the front pins that hold the wheels on, and then of course the little pieces that glue in, so it gives you some ride height things. I notice mine came with a bent steering wheel here, almost broken off, so I hope I can straighten that out. Looks to be a pretty nice detail. Okay. And we have the chassis, which has really nice detail on it, considering it's all one piece. It does have the rear end and leaf springs molded in, but it does have like body plugs and things like that. A lot of brake line detail and floor pan detail, front suspension detail molded in. So not a bad pan. It's something to work with. Has a spare tire well here and fuel tank. So that would detail up quite nicely, and this is a nice simple build if a guy wants to build it out of the box. Be a great build. I like how it has that old school feel to it. This is the interior tub. You have your spare tire here. Of course, it's covered with a carpet. It has a couple of sinks back here that are in the corrugation, so that'll be pretty hard to fix if you wanted to fix those. Again, the seat glues in here. The front seat is molded in, so your options of putting bucket seats in are fairly difficult, but it looks like the seat doesn't incorporate the side here, so it might be easy to cut this out and fix the floor pan and put in buckets if you wanted to. It comes with a panel that goes in the chassis to give you under engine detail, and it looks like the oil pan from a small block V8 and a 2-speed power glide transmission, so that's good there. Now get into the chrome parts. Alright, so here's the grill, which is very nice. It looks very crisp, very easy to pick out the details. Also with headlights that glue in so they're not molded in, so you can get some clear lenses on there. You got rear bumper here, tail lights, rear view mirror, side mirror, and the 4 wheel covers. Very nice detail on these wheel covers, but it's the only option you do get in the model kit. I don't really want to open this because I don't want to scratch up the glass, but you got a windshield, rear side glass and rear window, and headlights here. Also, I want to note that this isn't like a one-piece deal that used to be like the old kits, so this is something you'll have to glue in. It doesn't just get held in with the interior. And it comes with some red parts, which has your tail lights, looks like little tail lights, and this awesome red telephone, which is definitely going to get used when I build a shop diorama. That is super cool. Thank you for throwing that in. That is great. Okay. We got 4 tires. Let's cut the bag open here, which are completely, I want to say, new to the lineup. I haven't seen this size of tire before. It represents a scale 13-inch tire and rim combo. So it's smaller than, for instance, AMT had these, were kind of the small tires they would put in a car that would have 14-inch tires from the 60s. This is a little smaller than that, and even the wheel opening. So you can always change out wheels on this model kit, but these tires are very specific to fit with these rims. Okay, moving on to the decals. Cut that open here. Alright, we have telephone repair, which makes sense with the telephone, bill ringers, some different names. You got the Chevy gauge package there. You got some Victor's vacuums for a side of the door, if you like. UFO, official UFO search vehicle. So it's really cool. This is decals you can definitely use somewhere else too on other models. So there you go, grocery service. Just you can take a look at that. All right. So good on the decals. Only thing left in the box would be some instructions. Very simple, 1 page, 2 sides. So there's not much to it. Okay. So that's basically everything that comes in the box. But I want to talk about the model and the potential of this model right now. I think that possibly down the road they're going to re-release this with an engine, and I'm not sure if they're going to do it with a 6-cylinder or V8. It does have definitely some defined areas that will allow you to put a battery in, and that's something you can either add yourself if on this particular model, and I'll probably do that to show you. Also, if you wanted to detail it up, these kind of kits here, this is a 66 Chevy Nova kit, okay? The under chassis side would have some differences because it's not a station wagon, but you may be able to use something like this that comes with a nicely detailed chassis to be able to throw in and jazz that kit up if you like. So I just wanted to throw that out there as an idea if you're a kit basher. Also, what I thought about was you could Pro Street it. The chassis in this kit is very Pro Street, tubbed out, custom chassis basically. So you could throw this underneath that, and I'll see if that fits. I'm going to show you that on another kit. This is just, I haven't opened this one like inside. It's still all there, but I just wanted to give you an idea. Put that one up there. Also, if you see this model kit with these big wheels on it, it is also a Pro Street style chassis inside. Just wanted to show you that. Here's that Pro Street chassis I was talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead now and show you a Pro Street chassis. out of a box of parts that I have. This is an old model that I picked up that somebody had put together. But anyway, underneath here is a Pro Street chassis. Oh, and a small block Chevy. That will be two things I want to look up. So now that I got the chassis here, how does the small block Chevy fit in here? I would say pretty good. So that's a good possibility. This is built up, mind you, from somebody else. I just wanted to see how that fits. So it looks like you can put a full-length transmission in there. And let me just see what that's like. Okay, so let's just see how this, what the potential is here. Okay, put the body in here. Chassis together. Okay, so there you have it. With a little bit of work, you can easily put a small block Chevy in the smaller car and make it look pretty good if you wanted to do that. Or if you wanted to do something even more wild, let's pop all that out of there and let's see how this Pro Street chassis fits. So right off the bat, it's a little bit too wide, but that's not horrible to deal with. Looks like the center portion of the chassis will fit in there just fine. And also your wheelbase is pretty bang on. Center of axle line there, center of axle line there. So with a little bit of trimming, you could easily Pro Street this wagon. I'm just showing you possibilities of what you can do with this kit. If you want to kit bash it with something, you could turn it Pro Street. You could just put an engine in it. If you have a 6-cylinder engine, you could put in there. All kinds of possibilities. So anyway, as always, that's my take on this 1963 Chevy 2 Nova station wagon. And I've been looking forward to having this out. And I think it has a lot of potential. So as always, if you like these videos, please subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Hit that like button and have a great day, and thank you for watching.